Hello everybody, I am Divine Muse 333. Welcome to my channel, the channel. Today I'm going to pull one card. What I use these cards, this is the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. I actually just got them yesterday. But what I use my cards, whether it be Tarot, Oracle, or what have you, I use them to inspire, to kind of like give me a see, I'm a different kind of reader. I'm not, dogging anybody else by far, but I want to be as real as possible. And I want to be comfortable with the uncomfortableness and the awkwardness that I bring to the table. So get ready for a lot of that. Anyway, so I'm not going to edit. This is not to make anybody who edits their videos feel bad or feel like I'm coming for you, because it's not that. And ultimately, opinions are like assholes. This is just the way I'm going to do mine. You do yours your way. Easy day. Anyway, it's more so like a topic or a subject. Like, it's different. I may do some actual readings, but I'm more so use this like a guide. An external tool to help awaken the tools that are within me. That's what I just heard. All right, one card for the overall energy of today. One card to help inspire, raise the vibration of the collective, and help assist those a little off path to get back to their true north. All right. All right. I hope y'all are doing well. It's a lot going on. A lot. I want to say it, but hey, it's my channel, so I say what I want. Anyway, a lot of folks want tarot readers to do stuff a certain way. I've seen some channels like kind of dog folks for not focusing on what's going on right now. It's not that they're not focusing on it, their perspective is different. So there may be folks like, you do your thing in your own way. So there may be folks who, want to speak on the cause or look further into what's going on right now with the protests and the riots and stuff like that. There's other folks who want to focus on the lighter side of things, self-care. Just because my skin, is black, does that mean that I hold an obligation to anybody to focus on what you want me to focus on? I prefer to focus on the lighter side of things because I see things from a different point of view. And that doesn't mean that I don't support and I don't understand and I don't empathize. That just means that's not my focus. You have your focus. I'm contributing in my own way. So there may be some tarot readers out there going through getting some heat and some backlash for focusing on tarot, like focusing on the monthlies and channeling what they receive from there versus, I don't know what the heck the goal was behind people dogging other people. So I don't know. I don't know what their focus is, because at that point in time, attention amplifies. So if you put your attention on what everybody else is not doing, and you got a whole bunch of not doing because you've taken yourself off course to address something that didn't need to be, that wasn't what you felt your mission was at that point in time. Here we go. Just do you. Know that everybody contributes energy in their own way. And respect that. Nobody, the last thing anyone, I've been having a lot of bird activity. I don't know if you can, no, there it is, yes! time. But I've been having a lot of birds come and visit me as I do my readings. I was initially on Instagram, but I moved here because I do long videos. I talk a lot, and I like to talk and not have to be cut off and not edit. And also, I wanted the freedom of starting something new without, like, because I was an artist first. I was a rapper, and I got guided in this direction, so I'm following it. But the person that I once was is no longer the person that I am, because the person that I was based off of ego. It was based off of the perception of everyone around me, what they wanted me to do, you know, what the industry expected of me and things to that effect. That's not what I wanted, you know. So I wanted to start fresh and start new. Initially, I wasn't even going to show my face on this channel. I wasn't going to show my face because I wanted even more freedom. Because once they can put a face on stuff, people like to label and compartmentalize. And I don't like being put in a box. Get rid of that box, you know? I think out the box. I reside outside the box. Like, that's where I'm camped up. But yeah, so anyway, one card, please. I have manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Confirmation right there. At the end of the day, it's what makes you happy, because you have to understand that, and just don't mind me if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not used to being in front of a camera, so yeah. But you have to focus on what makes you happy. Find that inner peace and find that sense of flow, whatever makes you, you know, uniquely you, and work within that. Because when other people see you working within that, they in turn want to embrace that side of themselves that they rejected long ago because somebody told them it wasn't acceptable. You know, and who is anybody to decide what is acceptable for someone else? As long as it's not infringing upon the rights of somebody, and you're not going out there, you know, slapping puppies, kicking babies, excuse my language, but I'm just being real. And unfortunately, if you can't deal with me being real with I have a very colorful language, then this may not be the channel for you, or it may be another message. Because like I said, it's a channel. There may be a more lighthearted message. My energy changes based off of what I'm conveying, and I embrace that. But at the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy, because you can spend all your life trying to please people outside of you and always feel this unrest within you, because the person that you know, the person that you need to be getting in touch with is yourself. You go in to come out, you know. Let's see if anything else comes up. Like, be true to you. Like, I'll be honest, in this video, I don't know what I'm gonna label this. I'm literally just going for it today, honestly, because I'm sick and tired of beating myself up in my head, wondering, is it going to be perfect, or is it going to look like how this person did it, or somebody going to have something to say about the way I do things, and I'm over it. So I just decided I'm gonna post. So I may be a little all over the place, but this is liberation for me, really. Like, I am the happiest I've been ever, because I'm doing what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, and it feels great. And I wish that for everybody. Okay, we got several cards here. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan. The right direction. When you follow your true north, you're always going in the right direction. When you follow your guidance, how could you be lost? It's that simple. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. And I can attest to that as well. Literally, once I started my spiritual journey, things would seem slow, but it seemed slow at one point when I started paying attention to how things were going, because I would look at these, you know, these beautiful gurus and spiritual advisors, and I'd be like, oh my God, they're fucking perfect. And look at how flawed I am. Like, is this... And when I was, you know, seeking to attain spiritual awakening, I use them as my guidance, because it's like, that's what it looks like. But it's not. It's not what it looks like. Only you would know what your spiritual awakening looks like, because it's different for everyone. It's not going to be the same, and it's not always what you see in front of the camera. I've been through a lot of darkness, to get to this place where I'm at. And every day is different. Some days I feel like I've fallen back, but I find out that I haven't fallen back. I'm right on track, and I'm now recognizing, I went from falling back and not knowing I was falling back to, hey, I'm stumbling. Let me catch myself. Why did I fall? I'm more inquisitive in regards to why these things happen to me. And as I learn myself and see how I operate, it's like awakening. Curiouser and curiouser. I love these words. See, like, y'all gonna find along the way that I got some words that be made up. Made up. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. I'm an Aquarius to the fullest. I'm not a tech-savvy Aquarius. I'm very eccentric though. And we all, if you look at your birth charts and stuff, we all have different areas and sectors of things where we share different signs. So you are a combination, a melting pot, just like our culture, a melting pot of different signs and different personality traits and different shadow aspects. Embrace them. You really should look at your natal chart. It explains a lot. I look at my children's, I know their life path numbers. I know I have their natal charts. I read over that, and it's amazing because you might find out something about yourself. Read your own birth chart, definitely, and you'll see. You'll get that confirmation. It's like, well, dang, this is like reading a brief overview of the history of me until now. Give or take some things. And then look at your kids, and it's like, oh, they say parenting doesn't come with a manual, but hey, technically it does. And that's not saying to go by everything that's there, but it shows you, hey, man, it says in my child, they may go through some issues with their father, and that may be an indicator to awaken you to see, hey, damn, it's something going on that's unspoken in the situation in regards to the relationship between my son and his father. It doesn't mean intercede, because some lessons need to be learned, and that's what shaped us to be us. I can say all the bad things that have happened to me, I would not be who I am today if I had not encountered them. But you do what you feel. I am a more present mother after reading my son's birth chart. And that awakened me to embracing parenting more, less by obligation, because that's what a woman should do, and more so by, this is what I want to do. Because don't you want people around you? Don't you want a parent who wants to be there versus feeling like they have to be there? It's a big difference. You get the lunch lady serving you dinner, here's your plate, versus a mom like, here's a nice hot meal, I made this, or I ordered this from KFC, yeah, you get, it's a difference, everything, like this whole journey. I may start doing this more. I kind of like this vibe, but I go where I'm led. But right now, this is where I'm at, and I feel a lot more comfortable right now. But yeah, today's message is to be authentically you. And if you don't know you, I'm still learning me. Every day I learn something new about me. And I've learned one thing today: presence. Like being present in the moment, in those bad moments, like when I had issues with my temper. So it's a difference between being mad and being overtaken by that emotion than being an observer of your madness, if that makes any sense to you. When somebody told me something similar to this, I really didn't understand it, because like, how can you be an observer? But technically you are, if your madness is taking control of you. So you're no longer in the driver's seat. But I had the chance to observe myself in anger, and an internal dialogue started within my head. It's like, why do you feel this way? It was a lot more to it, but I answered those questions this time. And then I felt the release. It was very strange and very, very freeing, So I'm going to end this here for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands and wash your ass. Because I keep seeing it. I've been seeing it for about 2 weeks now. Somebody washing their body and not washing their ass. And I don't understand. Nope. That doesn't even make sense. Called myself that time though. Normally I ramble and I don't realize it. Anyway, call them like they washing their ass, but they're not washing their hands. And I'm like, how are you soaping up your body, but there's no soap on your hands? I don't know what that means for somebody, but I think I get it. I think in a way. Sometimes I get symbolism. And I'll say it, and then I really have to break it down. I think that's why people sit down and they write out messages and stuff, but I'm way too busy with my kids and stuff to do stuff like that. And there's messages I want to get out. So at this point in time, I go off the cuff, and sometimes we discover things together. Like, it's like making a better version of yourself in a sense, but it's still ultimately being not right within yourself. So you washed your, you wash your ass, but you ain't wash your hands. So you still got dirt on your hands because you have not straightened things out with yourself. So make sure that you're right with yourself. Don't go around extreme makeover and the external while the internal is still looking quite a mess. And that's your mess, so embrace your mess. That's how you're going to clean it up, is by picking up that, like how you clean up your room. Oh, do I need this? Or how can I better utilize this or refurbish this, or whatever the case may be. Just think of it like cleaning up your room and go from there. All right, I got to go. I love you guys. Bye.